You go first.
Well, it's time to say goodbye to another summer. Hooray.
I'm a little sad about that.
The swimming season is approaching its end here at Dolphin Pool and Spa, and our customers are planning their last few weeks of summer fun before closing their pools. If you live in an area where the water freezes in the winter, here in Minnesota, for example, you need to take steps to prevent the icy weather from damaging your pool and equipment or setting you up for a swampy spring.
You want to close as late in the year as possible, well before the first freeze, but after the last day you can comfortably swim. Ideally, you will allow your water to cool to below 60 degrees, and in the meantime, keep your water circulating. This is for the same reason we recommended open early in our pool opening video here. Keeping your pool as clear as possible just before you close will minimize the number of algae spores and bacteria left in your pool, waiting for that first warm day to bloom and spread.
It's a good idea to begin the process early, around 1 week before you plan to close. Make sure your pool is clean and the water is properly balanced, and check your pH levels to make sure that it's within the 7.4 to 7.6 range. Then, lower the water level. How much depends on the type of cover you are using. If you have a bag or mesh cover, or none at all, the water should be lowered to 1 inch below the returns. You can expect about 18 inches of precipitation over the winter. If you have an automatic safety cover, it should be lowered to 2 inches below the skimmer faceplates. Most water damage happens during freeze-thaw cycles in the spring, and your skimmers are the most vulnerable. You want them to be as dry as possible until you reopen the pool. Oh, and leave your pump running off the main drain until we get there. Now is the ideal time to add your winter chemical kit. This allows it to thoroughly mix with the water.
For the rest, we're going to join our service manager, Jeremy, as he walks us through the process. Come on. As always, it's a good idea to make sure you have all the tools and equipment you're going to need before you begin. Screwdriver, wrench, blowout tubes, Teflon tape, high-speed, high-volume blower, and antifreeze. And your cover, of course. If you have a mesh cover, you'll need the pull bar for the springs. If you have a bag cover, you'll need the water bags. Then it's time to start putting away the hardware and shutting down. Remove the handrails and ladders. Remove the return jets. Pull the skimmer baskets and put in the blowout tubes. Blow out the lines. Note, return lines must go through a burping process to make sure that all the water is evacuated. Put the return plugs in. Pump the skimmers dry with either the bilge pump or a wet dry vac. Remove all drain plugs on the pump, filter, heater, and other equipment. Add antifreeze to the skimmer bodies and lines. Finally, the pool cover goes back into place to keep debris, animals, and the occasional human from falling in. To recap, a properly closed pool includes water that is clean and balanced, water that is lowered to allow for snow melt and fall and spring rains, water that is prepared for winter with a winter shock and winter algicide, equipment, pump, filter, heater, etc. that has been drained of water and blown dry, underground pipes that have been blown dry and antifreeze added, ladders and handrails that have been removed and stowed, a cover that's put on to minimize debris from entering the water and in some cases acts as a safety measure to keep children and animals from falling in. And that's it. Store your hardware in a safe, dry place and wait for next year's swim season to start. We'll be waiting for you. Thanks for watching. Our goal is to make pool ownership a joy, and we hope that these videos help you get the most out of yours. If you've learned something from this video, if it helped you, or if you just enjoyed watching it, please give us a thumbs up below. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see us demystify more of the chemistry, technology, and techniques that go with pool ownership. If you're in the Minneapolis area, feel free to give us a call, 763-542-9000, or stop by our store at the intersection of Highway 169 and 36th Avenue in Plymouth. Bring in a water sample, or a pizza, or some cookies. We're good with anything. And don't forget to check our website, dolphinpool-spa.com. Until next time, happy swimming!